Let me get that camera straight real quick. Okay. All right. Had a little cough attack just now, so I got to get myself straight. Hope everybody's doing good. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Trump, will the Senate finally release the Jeffrey Epstein files? I'm not talking about anybody else. I said, will the Senate finally release the Jeffrey Epstein files? You guys ready to go? Because I am. Quick prayers before we get the watch going. Okay, we got Mark Dorfman up in the building. We also have KC Ramos here, Ice Acabo, official. Thank you for coming through, MAGA Forever. Okay, who else we got up in here? Valen. We also got Mark Dorfman. Can't forget Liberty and Justice. My sister. There you go, girl. How you doing? Rebecca Lanyan Bueno's always up in here as usual. Hope you guys are ready for a fantastic show because it's about to go down. Batty Lynn chiming in from Detroit, my sister as well. Got some good information and updates for you guys. I can't wait to get it cracking. And I also have a little tiny surprise for you guys. It's tiny, but it's gonna bring everything together. Okay, soon, and let's get it right. Let's get this audio up. We got that up. Hope you guys can hear me nice and clear. Let me get one more bar on that audio over here. Because guess what? It's almost time, y'all. It's almost time. All right. How you guys doing? What's up with South? What's going on with Southeast Lisa? God bless you as well. That's right. I see you. Liberty and justice. Hope everybody's good. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Real talk. I'm ready to go. Because they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And guess what? Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. Guess who's back? Show your ass. Do yourself a favor. Let's go. Okay. Olay. That's right. What? Yeah. Back at it and ready to go. There you go. And y'all know the next move. Y'all know the next move, what we got to do, right? We got to open up those pores. See, I'm doing everything from production to stage management. And we got to open up those pores. But I wouldn't have it any other way. It just shows how good we are, for how long we've been here. We got to be happy for every single thing that we have. You got to be really happy for everything, even for the bad times. Do-do-do. Da, do 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 da, do 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 da. We go in there. Do 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 da 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 da, do 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 da. Do not expect me to hit any high notes. Do 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 da. If you know the song, you can help me along. You really can. Y'all ready? I said, we were one, babe, for a moment in time. And it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine. But you wanna be free, so I'm letting you fly. Cause I know in my heart, baby, our love will never die. Come on, you will always be a part of me. I'm loving you from definitely. Girl, no, you won't never escape me. Cause you will always be a part of me. There we go. And never leave alone. I don't know the rest of the song, but you know that you would never escape me, cause you know that you will always be my baby. He got it, y'all. He did it. Y'all ready? Y'all know what it is, right? Y'all know what today is, right? Pump that beat. Wednesday the 19th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. But we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Come on now, you can't even front, male or female. Everybody knows that you love that Mariah Carey song, Always Be a Part of Me. When you hear that song come on, you be like, you know, I'm not crying. Stop playing. I'm not emotional. So I'm not. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. How everybody doing right now? What's going on, Jeffrey Spilker? Good morning. Batty Lynn's dying laughing because she knows what I'm talking about. You be like, turn that song off. Don't put that on right now. Like, why you put that on right now? Who else we got up in the building that we love and care for so much? We got my sister up in here, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, Jeff? What's going on, everybody? It's time to get busy. I hope everybody's good. What's going on, Southwest? It's your boy, Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. What we're going to do is, I got 5 on it. I'm going to be stacking 5 videos at a time. Hopefully, we can stay on point, stay on cue, and do what we do, so that we can keep the show going in a perfect manner. Also, don't forget, always tell me where you're chiming in from, and always let me know what time it is, because we love to know where you're chiming in, because sometimes I might be able to find some information from the location that you're at. We got a lot of follow-ups going on today. We got trending topics. We have current events. It's about to go down. I hope you guys stay for the entire show, because guess what? It gets greater later, and I did it on purpose. Do your boy a favor, double tap the screen if you're feeling like I deserve when it's time, of course, because you know me, I like to leave it all on the field. So now it's time to get real. I'm glad that the watch came back on. You guys see, I had to turn the Bluetooth back on. Duh. Maybe I should have thought about that, all right? But you know what? Things happen and it made us better. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. It's time to get to work, y'all. Let's go. We have Trump. Will the Senate finally release the Jeffrey Epstein files? We're not talking about the DOJ. We're not talking about the House. It's already been signed in. Everybody's ready for it. We need the full Epstein files. I tell you the truth, I'm tired of seeing it in the comments. I don't care if I'm talking about cake. I could be talking about a dog. I look down at the comments, release the Epstein files. I want them released too. Let's keep on moving forward, because in the middle here, what do we have? We got Sean P. Diddy Combs. He faces new allegations of harassment from a Florida producer. This producer happens to be male, and oh my God, when it rains, it pours, Diddy. What do we have coming up with this next situation here? We're going to get into it because we have the video. And last but not least, Ukraine and France ink a deal for Ukraine to buy 100 fighter planes. I guess they're trying to get as much defense as they can, because as you guys know, Ukraine and Russia still at that war going on. And guess what? There's a war going on outside no man is safe from, especially between Ukraine and Russia. So I guess they're trying to get their defenses up. Last but not least, you know what time it is. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's get this clip going. Ready to get you guys this information for this morning, this Wednesday, hump day. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening. Get your drinks up. We have a little bit of gaggle from President Trump when ABC News, he basically said ABC News should have their license stripped after an Epstein question. We getting right into it. We're not even playing. Let's go right in from the top of the show, y'all. Let's go.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. As far as the Epstein files is, I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. And I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived together. They went to his island many times. I never did.
I didn't know that.
Andrew Weissman here. All these guys were friends of his. You don't even talk about those people. You just keep going on the Epstein files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today. It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me, but he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax, and ABC's, your company, your crappy company is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something,
So why not just sign it now?
I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that because I think when you come in and when you're 97% negative to Trump and then Trump wins the election in a landslide, that means obviously your news is not credible and you're not credible as a reporter. So I've answered your question. You should go and look at the Democrats who received money from Epstein, who spent their time. Larry Summers was with him all the time. That creep, the fund guy, was with him all the time. What's his name? Reid Hoffman. I don't know Reid Hoffman, but I know he spends a lot of money on the radical left. Reid Hoffman, in my opinion, should be under investigation. He's a sleazebag. And those are the people, but they don't get any press, they don't get any news, and you're not after the radical left because you're a radical left network. But I think the way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you. Who else has a question?
Whoa. Operation shut down. New York, Brooklyn. Let's get over to this influencer. We mixing it up today, guys. Not just going to stay all on politics on one side. We're going to mix it up a bit right now because we have this influencer. Let's just say a lot of people think that she should have got much more time for what she did. It's a hit and run. She basically took out a mother as well as her two daughters, infant children. Check this out, you guys. Terrible story here that we have to report. Come on, let's go. Open the screen up so y'all can get everything. Let's go.
A social media influencer will spend 3 to 9 years in prison for mowing down a mother and her children. 33-year-old Miriam Urimi taking a plea deal for killing 3 of the family members back in March.
Fox 6's Arthur Sheehan is live in Brooklyn, where the community says the sentence is just too light for the crime. Arthur.
Natasha, Steve, it'll happen officially here tomorrow, the sentencing, but already tonight, many are reacting to news that this driver who mowed down this mother and her children back in March will serve as little as 3 years in prison. 33-year-old Miriam Urimi was the...
So people are enraged that she's only getting like 3 years for doing this.
Driver who plowed into the mother and her 3 children, wiping out that Brooklyn family on Ocean Parkway. Urimi pleaded guilty to manslaughter last month. Now, of her victims, 3 died, including Diana and Deborah, along with their mother. The daughters were just 5 and 8 years old. Their mother, Natasha, was 34. Urimi was driving with a suspended license, and her car had over 90 tickets in the year leading up to the crash. But despite her history, the Brooklyn judge is about to sentence her to 3 to 9 years, and that's despite the Brooklyn DA's request for up to 15 years. Now, in a statement to Fox 5 tonight, Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez says, quote, the lives of Natasha Seda and her young daughters were stolen by the callous choices of a chronically reckless driver on Ocean Parkway. Though the proposed sentence falls short of the maximum we sought, it will send a clear message that reckless driving that ends in tragedy will be met with serious penalties. Now, we asked a former prosecutor from this very office if as little as 3 years sends a clear message. He explained the law to us.
This is what's called an indeterminate sentence, and so the judge can range. So the minimum is 1 to 3 years, the max is 5-15, and so the judge can basically, what he did was sort of go in the middle of those 2 potential sentences.
Is that just, in your view?
It's a situation that obviously on the outside sounds terrible, but for everyone involved, it may be just because it avoids family members of this person, of the deceased, having to come to court and testify.
No. I don't care about nothing weak like that. You sound like a doctor telling somebody that somebody expired out here, man. Nah. 3 people, she need to get 25, if I'm saying it. Vehicular HOMICIDE. That's what I would have gave her. We want to pray for the family of the people that were lost, as well as the mother and the 2 beautiful angels that were lost in this tragic event right here, you guys. Pray for better justice next time as well, too. We ask that today in your name. Amen. Terrible, tragic event. Let's get on over to Ukraine and France. They're talking about buying jets for military crap. Then when you think about stuff like this that's going on, makes you wonder why even do stuff like this. And to stop all these crazy wars is enough already.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has just agreed to buy up to 100 warplanes from France.
For what?
French President Emmanuel Macron signed a letter of intent to supply Ukraine with
Terrible.
fighter jets and air defense systems over the next 10 years. The 2 leaders met near Paris earlier today to discuss strengthening defense ties between both countries. Now Zelensky is describing the meeting as a, quote, special moment, saying it's truly historic for both nations. Let's bring in foreign correspondent Tom Sufi-Burridge from Paris and ABC News national security and defense analyst Mick Mulroy for more. Tom, last month Sweden signed a similar letter of intent. So what's the latest on this deal between Ukraine and France?
Yeah, in principle, Dan, this is a hugely significant deal. I mean, it's not going to, change the war tomorrow, because these airplanes, the warplanes, which France is promising to supply to Ukraine, and Ukraine will buy them effectively, won't be in Ukraine's airspace for years. But this is the latest generation of French fighter jet, the Rafale. Think of it as being the French equivalent of the F-35. It is a big step up. 100 is a huge number. It comes on top of Sweden promising 150 of its latest generation of fighter jet as part of today's deal, which is basically a declaration of intent. So it is France and Ukraine saying that they intend to strengthen their defense cooperation and defense production. There'd also be the latest generation of air defense systems, the SAMP-T, capable of shooting down ballistic missiles like the US-made Patriot, and also tightening cooperation in terms of drone production. Ukraine is really leading the way in terms of certain types of defensive drones, interceptor drones, which basically can knock down other one-way attack drones out of the sky. And look, the French are interested in also kind of buying into that for themselves, but also...
so they're doing a trade-off with the drones for that, plus they getting 100 of the joints, and then they got another... Oh, I see why Vladimir getting mad now. They strengthening forces. Vladimir don't like that. How dare you? Vladimir Putin ain't liking that. I'm going to show you guys down the line how I'm going to prove it. Let's keep on moving forward, because we got this fun-thudun. I told you guys the correct way to spell this. It is not thudun-thudun. It is not. It's spelled Thunthadun. It's fun-thudun. It's a perfectly spelled word that needs to be in a dictionary to define certain types of idiots, like this person right here. A former pilot who tries to shut down a plane while it was in the air. He said he was on mushrooms. He was on mushrooms. He ain't getting no jail time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all got to see this right here. It can't be right. It can't be right. I can't be reporting the right thing. Nah, listen, I got to see this like for the 7th time again to make sure that this story is right.
This morning, Joseph Emerson is a free man after a judge sentenced him to time served.
What?
The former pilot for Alaska Airlines was accused of trying to crash a flight after he had taken psychedelic mushrooms.
It's 30 seconds of my life I wish I could change, and I can't.
In October 2023, he was riding in the jump seat off duty on a flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco when he says he began to hallucinate.
There was a feeling of being trapped. This is not real. I need to wake up.
He stood up in the cockpit and pulled these red handles, which are meant to shut off the engines in the case of a fire.
Oh my
God. But it didn't work. The flight landed safely, and Emerson was let off the plane in cuffs. Later charged with 83 counts of attempted murder, 1 for each person on board. 2 days earlier, he says he took mushrooms for the first time to cope with depression. He says he never sought treatment, fearing it would end his career.
There's a perception out there that if you raise your hand and say something's not right, there's a very real possibility that you don't fly again.
Prosecutors pushed for a 1-year prison sentence, but lawyers say Emerson was not aware that he has a rare condition, making the effects of psychedelic drugs last for days instead of hours. And the pilot who helped remove him from the cockpit asked the judge not to send Emerson to prison, warning it could discourage other pilots from seeking medical help. The judge agreed, saying pilots are not perfect, they are human, while noting that Emerson has already lost his career and is never allowed to fly a plane again.
His life has been turned upside down, overwhelmed that he's getting to be able to help lots of pilots and not be locked up.
Emerson spent 46 days in jail after his arrest. Since then, he started a nonprofit helping pilots focus on their mental health.
This reminds me of Paul Mooney.
Why is everyone using ninja trains?
This really reminds me of Paul Mooney when he said, crazy white man, crazy white man. He said, crazy white man, let me ask you a question. Why did you kill everybody in the house? He said, oh, I thought I was 12 people. He said, ooh, we have to study this. We have to study this. Mr. Crazy Black Man, why did you kill everybody in the house? He said, I thought I was 12 different people. Well, you know what? You pick one person, because somebody going to jail today. Yeah. You bet it would have been somebody else. It would have been locked up and getting about 97 years and nothing even happened, right? That's how they looked at it. I gotta say it like that. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta keep it funky because you let that would have been somebody else. Stop playing psychedelic drugs and you flying a plane. What are you flying a plane for? And you taking mushrooms anyway. Oh, a couple of days ago I took it and I have a rare disease where it can come and affect me again. So why are you even taking drugs in the first place? Any type of drugs. Y'all call me what y'all want. I do not agree with that right there. Let's get on over to a follow-up story that's very important and it's sad. Remember yesterday we reported about the little girl who was lost at sea at Big Sur? Well, a diver found her body as well as her, a diver found her body. And I know you guys also probably remember that her dad lost his life too, trying to jump in and save her. Terrible, sad situation, you guys. I'm just like, just have to be really careful when you're taking your children out to outings and beaches and all of these places that I would never take my eye off of. Now, these are the places that I put that wristband on. Where you going? No, get over here. You ain't going nowhere. Especially when I see stories like this. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. This is a story I would like for a lot of parents to see so that they can really pay more attention, especially when you're on beaches and different places with your children. Let's get into it, you guys.
There has been a grim discovery in Monterey County. The body of a young girl swept into the ocean at a beach in Big Sur has been found. Her father died trying to save her. The sheriff's office confirmed this afternoon a diver spotted the girl in the water and brought her to shore. NBC Bay Area's Marianne Favreau spoke with that diver and has the details.
Could you imagine finding that
These
baby?
were the conditions at Garapata State Beach Sunday when scuba diver Juan Heredia pulled a 7-year-old girl from the water. He says he first spotted her hair in the choppy water and waded in.
I was able to walk inside the water with water to my wrist level, and that's how I was able to grab her and take her out of the waves.
Juan recovered the girl about half a mile north of where a powerful wave swept her into the ocean Friday.
Terrible.
Her father, 39-year-old Eugene Hugh of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, jumped into the water to try to save his daughter,
Terrible.
but he later died. The girl's mother went in too, but was overtaken by the surf. She ultimately made it back to shore and was hospitalized with mild hypothermia and released. The couple's other daughter, a 2-year-old, was on the beach and safe. The search for the 7-year-old continued by air, water, and foot. Juan says when he learned of the search, he jumped in his car and drove 3 hours from Stockton to help.
So I came with all my intention to find her, and I was lucky that I was able to bring closure to the family.
Juan, who's a scuba instructor, runs a nonprofit called Angels Recovery Dive Team. He says he's recovered the bodies of more than a dozen people who have drowned. The father of 2 says he just wanted to help the grieving family visiting in Big Sur.
I tried to be in their shoes when this accident happened, and any parent will like to have their babies back home as soon as possible.
Marianne Favreau, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, y'all, we got to keep moving on this. Oh my God. We got to pray on this one right here. I'm going to pray for the family that lost the two family members, the father and the daughter in this tragic event. I'm going to pray for the strength and make sure that they get through this Also, I want to pray that I can actually keep on moving forward because it's really affecting me a lot right now. I guess the 2 back-to-backs is really hurting me. So give me 1 second, you guys. I want to pray for both members of the family. That's the father as well as the daughter. And I want to thank that angel. That man right there is company. The name of the company is perfectly written and titled. I think that many people probably even need to give him some donations or write him some letters. That man needs to have some sort of respect and love, especially for what he just did. And Lord, please continue to help him and look over his family and him so that he can continue to take care of and bring back family members that may have been lost at sea. We ask that today in Jesus' name, amen. Apologize to you guys, man. I mean, like I can't do everything. Sometimes I try to be energetic and laugh all the time, but stuff like that just gets really hard to do. On a positive note, there was a missing woman in the city since 1960. Just by chance, a medical helicopter flew by a quarry and cleared water. They found this African-American grandma's body. Family got peace. Thank you so much for the super chat, the $10. I didn't get your name, but thank you so much. Terrible, tragic situation right there. Whoever that ha, get that person up out of here if my mods are in here. Whoever that person is, Peter Z, HOU 2567. Any mods, yeah, thank you. What is it, crazy? Thank you, I appreciate that, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. How dare you laugh at something like that? We gotta keep on moving forward. And yeah, oh my God. I mean, let's go a little bit longer on that. Because it felt like a hero just stepped out when they said this man jumped in his car and drove 3 hours to just bring closure to that family. Come on, man. That was something right there for him to do. Honorable, for real. That was something a real life superhero does. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because this stunted up right here needed to be punched in the face as soon as he did this nonsense right here. We got this woman in New York that was Jersey. She pushing a stroller and she got attacked by this man. So, man, listen, where the police when you need them?
A frightening situation in New Jersey has an entire neighborhood on edge. A mother pushing a stroller when a stranger suddenly ambushed them, put her in a chokehold, and slammed her to the ground. Police in Howell are hoping this video will help lead them to the suspect. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim.
This is ring camera video showing a mom pushing a stroller with her 2-year-old inside, and following closely behind her is a man cops say is about to attack her, waiting for his chance to pounce. Watch as the mother stops, then her assailant does a 180 and walks the other way. Neighbors in Howell Township tonight are on edge.
I don't think she had a clue. Once she stopped, he did a quick U-turn, and that's not something you would do. To hear that here, no, that's not something you hear a lot about.
Moments later, a few blocks away, along this sleepy stretch of Pinewood Road, police say this man approached the mother from behind, put her in a chokehold, and threw her to the ground. When she screamed for help, he took off running. It happened right in front of this man's house as he was returning home yesterday, right before 5 p.m.
I seen some lady fall back, and then she starts screaming, and someone runs this way, and then she starts running this way with her phone in her hand, and she's like, someone call the police, someone call the police.
The suspect is described as having a thin build, about 5'8". Cops say right before the assault, he was spotted lingering for an extended period of time on several residential streets nearby.
We never see anything like this around here. I walk around here often, so I mean, carrying mace, things like that, are just things that we're gonna have to do now.
In Howell Township, Stefan Kim, Channels.
Yeah, you never know nowadays, you guys. That's why you always trying to say your boy Bugatti's fear-mongering. I'm not fear-mongering. I'm trying to put people on point what's going on out here. Just like this situation right here. We're going to step into this, boom, grenade. Yeah, episode right now where the files back and forth. It's a grenade that's a bunch of people are about to find out about. And this is from the Jeffrey Epstein information. Once these files start to come out, a lot of names are gonna come out. Let's keep on going, y'all. We here. We started this. Let's go.
Today is the first day
We've been here.
of real reckoning for the Epstein class.
We have been advocates of maximum transparency, but we have also insisted that the victims be carefully protected.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. You should go and look at the Democrats who received money from Epstein.
I beg you, President Trump, please stop making this political. Your behavior on this issue has been a national embarrassment.
Well, the bill to release the Epstein files passed the House this afternoon.
It passed.
The Senate is going to take it up by unanimous consent. It could soon be on the president's desk.
That's why the title of our show is "Will the Senate Pass
Bring our panel
It?"
now.
Because just because it's been signed in does not mean that it's going to pass. What does Thomas Massey have to say about this? Let's go.
The Speaker has decided that there should be a new class of victims that are protected. He thinks that the rich men who flew on the jets to the rape island should be protected against unfounded accusations. But here's the problem. There are guilty men that his provisions that he wants would protect, that have never been investigated, that there are credible allegations of sexual abuse and rape against. And so the Senate would be fools to start trying to change this bill in the way that Speaker Johnson wants it changed.
So they're basically trying to change the bill now. Now that it's going to the Senate, let's just add a few things and change a few provisions and saying some things. And they're basically saying, no, leave it the way it is. We want full transparency. We don't want anybody being covered up or whatever. Whoever did something wrong, they want their names to be out there. And boy, oh boy, if you think about it, a sitting member of Congress was basically texting Jeffrey Epstein not 11 years after he had already been convicted of being an SA, Pils Nitterfizal. So what else or who else could possibly be in the other ranks that had other things to do with it, i.e. Bill Clinton and other people as well? Got to keep on moving forward, you guys. We're going to get this going. Let's go.
How do you think the Speaker changed his vote ultimately, or changed his tune, I should say, and then voted accordingly?
Two reasons, but to kind of go back to the same reason. Number one, Trump told him to do it, and this Speaker of the House is always going to do whatever President Trump wants. Number two, they both, I think, came to the conclusion that Trump was asking my colleagues to walk a plank that was going to cost them the majority, and then that it would be no good for the president or our speaker in that instance. So I think it was a political calculation.
Can you just explain, though, I mean, the whiplash that we're seeing here from going from this bill looking like it had no chance, now passing overwhelmingly and potentially being law by the end of the night?
Have I done an interview with you when you've said, surely you know this must be dead on arrival in the Senate or something? No, it has gone from presumably dead on arrival, presumably getting vetoed, to now getting fast-tracked and having a nearly unanimous majority here in the House. And I think it's because three brave women, Lauren Boebert, Nancy Mace, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, couldn't be flipped. I think all along they were hoping they could flip those women into taking their names off of the petition, and they never could.
Now, speaking of flipping some women, let's get into that little bit tidbit that I just spoke about a little bit that has to do with Stacey. We got over here, we got Clay Higgins that demands censure for Stacey Plaskett Epstein contact after voting against the file release. I only was able to get a little excerpt of what was going on here. I queued it up. I want you to see what's happening now that they found out that she was texting back and forth with Epstein. They basically want full censure and they want to investigate it. Let's get into it, you guys. I got a little bit of it. Let's go.
The exact disciplinary actions that should be embraced or rejected, member by member. But let me say that in this case, Ms. Plaskett's receiving text messages, this was so alarming to me. When I saw this and read it, I didn't believe it. I say to my friend, I thought perhaps it was media from a satirical site. It couldn't possibly be true, because we all know that a text message, a text exchange is rather intimate in the realm of communications. And to pierce into an actual congressional hearing for a member of Congress to receive and respond to a text message during a hearing that is quite familiar, is it not? And this was shocking to me, that a member of Congress would be exchanging text messages directly with Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, at which time he was being prosecuted federally by the first Trump administration. He had received some nature of a sweetheart deal back in 2007 and avoided federal prosecution by pleading no contest to some level of state prosecution, where he was sentenced, Mr. Speaker, to 13 months. My understanding, he did 11 months, and at the easiest time that could be done. He walked every day during the day on a work release program. So that sweetheart deal, let me say, should be looked at. And now, to my horror, who has come to light that should be looked at? What was her involvement? Was there some involvement then? She's a good lady from the Virgin Islands. Where did Jeffrey Epstein live? In the Virgin Islands. She was a constituent in 2019. Was she a friend in 2007? During her service to the DOJ, which my friend has brought up, was there any interactions? These are the questions we have. The good lady from the Virgin Islands has crossed the threshold of reasonable suspicion. And therefore, she should be investigated. During said investigation by ethics, and I would recommend by DOJ, and I would recommend by oversight and judiciary committees. Meanwhile, she should absolutely be removed from the House Select Committee on Intel. This, Mr. Speaker, is my position. I presented without note for the betterment of the debate of this body, and I yield my time back to the gentleman from South Carolina.
Now my question is, how many people in the chat agree? Hands up on a thumbs up if you agree with him. Thumbs down if you do not agree that she needs to be investigated for receiving text messages from Jeffrey Epstein while she's sitting in the House meeting. Do me a favor, you guys. Thumbs up if you think she needs to be investigated fully, if you really believe that. If you don't believe so, you can go ahead and hit us with a thumbs down. I just want to see what the sentiment or whatever everybody's feeling about right now. We're all here to have civil discussion. That's what we do here. Everybody got the thumbs up. Jesus Christ. I see people with all types of thumbs up. Hands up, thumbs up. She needs to be in jail. Okay, he did it. Oh my God, I don't see one thumbs down at all. Whoa. Okay, yup. Yeah, I see you, Liberty. I see you. We got to get on over to MTG now because, wait, hold on. Oh my God, this is like a whole, we all thumbs up. Oh my God, yeah, I think she needs to be investigated. How dare you? Oh my God, she done got herself. Look at that right there. Look at Sick Bandit. He's like, yes, I think so. Jeffrey Spilker, yep, everybody. Let's get on over to Washington because she's basically, Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying that Trump is calling her a traitor because she's fighting for the Epstein files and everything that come out in full transparency.
Thank you, Thomas.
I see everybody got
Rob.
thumbs up over here.
I woke up this morning and I turned to my weather app to check the temperature and it was 32 degrees. And my first thought was, hell has froze over.
I got a thumbs up too.
I want to speak
Yeah, she done.
goodness and love and hope into the women standing behind me and all of the other survivors whose names you don't even know, but stand with these women. They are survivors, and they are strong, and they are courageous, and they are daughters of God. They are not victims. These women have fought the most horrific fight that no woman should have to fight, and they did it by banding together and never giving up. And that's what we did by fighting so hard against the most powerful people in the world, even the President of the United States, in order to make this vote happen today. I was called a traitor by a man that I fought for 6 years for. And I gave him my loyalty for free. I won my first election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary. And I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first. And he called me a traitor for standing with these women and refusing to take my name off the discharge petition. Let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. A patriot is an American that serves the United States of America and Americans like the women standing behind me.
Oh, see what you gonna do about the party now, because I missed some really strict words right there. Y'all done said it. I see y'all in the comments already. It says, yeah, y'all saying she's cooked. I hear you in the comments. I see what you guys are saying. But yeah, do your boy a favor and double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content. I ain't got nothing to do with that. We just reporting all the news right now. And it's getting hot in here. So turn up on those likes. I am getting so hot. I want to hit that like button. Come on, y'all. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen and hit that like button. Become a member to the channel so we can get that membership up. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what you waiting for? We turning up in this place. Let's go, y'all. Kristi Noem and Tom Homan, they say that they were lying the whole time about these 130 arrests. Check this out, you guys. Got some information coming in. First, we're going to come in with Kristi, and then we're going to take it to Tom. Let's go.
We're using the investigative cases that we've built on these individuals in that area to go out and after the worst of the worst. We're going after people who've committed robberies, assaults, DUIs, getting them off the streets, keeping people safe. That is exactly what the leadership in the city should be partnering with us on, and what the governor should be as well.
So that from last night, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem with Jesse touting a successful immigration crackdown in Charlotte, North Carolina, despite ramped up resistance from protesters like
They didn't even know that they was going down to Charlotte. They just stepped up in the city and took care of business. And that's the way that they're handling it right now. A lot of people are getting mad when doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom pops up in their backyard. Yes, I'm talking about ice, baby. Yeah, we got a lot of people in Charlotte right now that's kind of peed off, cursing at the cameraman. Why'd you doing that? Why you talking about that? Well, also, we got some follow-up from Tom Homan. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Scenes here. So that was on Sunday, happened at a construction site. Demonstrators following agents hoping to derail Operation Charlotte's Web, as it is called. Still, it resulted in 130 arrests in only 2 days. White House border czar Tom Homan's with me now. Sir, welcome back. Good morning to you from the North Lawn at a very busy White House today. Here is Alma Adams, represents North Carolina. Democrat says they don't want you there. Go ahead and roll this.
Total disregard for the citizen, the people, those of us who represent Charlotte. So I'm not surprised that they did not coordinate, Border Patrol did not coordinate with, they want to come in, they want to sneak in. Well, they said they were coming. They just didn't tell us what they were going to do, where they were going to be, and that kind of thing. So we really...
They don't want to tell you and all of that, because then the word going to get out and you know what's going to probably happen. Alma, come on, sis. Like that hat, though. You killing that hat. She's like, I'm going to wear my Sunday hat for this interview, y'all. I'm going to wear my nice suit. Y'all going to see me on there. You know what time I'm going to be on there. Watch me on the show.
They did not have, and that's why citizens are up in arms.
Go ahead and answer that, Mr. Homan, sir, if you could. She says total disregard for the people of her community.
No, she needs to understand we're enforcing the law. I mean, what other federal agency does she think should not enforce laws? We're taking public safety threats out of her community every day, which makes her community safer. You think she'd be hand in hand with us and thanking President Trump for focusing on the worst of the worst, prioritizing those public safety threats, those child rapists and murderers and others. So we're going to keep doing it. She can dislike it all she wants. We'd like her to be a partner and come and work with us on it, but if she doesn't want it, stand inside and watch us do your job.
In Charlotte, that operation continues in Charlotte, right? You're still operating there?
Yes.
Okay. Chicago's been an issue. I know you're well aware of it. We just put up some numbers from Houston, Texas. I just want to go back to that because during the government shutdown, this did not get a lot of attention. The numbers, however, are staggering, all right? The mayor in Charlotte's a Democrat. The mayor in Houston's a Democrat. Is the mayor in Charlotte cooperating, Or are
No.
we seeing numbers the way we are in Houston because there is cooperation from that mayor in Texas?
No, you know, what happened in Houston was a good, fantastic operation. I actually went out there and kicked that operation off. And I mean, the first day, I can't tell you how many child rapists. I mean, the worst of the worst to me is a child rapist. How many of them we arrested the first day? I think 9 were arrested the first day. But we're going, like, regardless of Republican or Democratic city, we're going to enforce our laws across this country and take those public safety threats off the street, Bill. But I'll say this, I've said it from day one. Sanctuary cities, we're flooding the zone because we know they're releasing public safety threats into communities every day. That's where the biggest problem is, and that's where we're sending the majority of the agents.
Okay, let me ask you this, the distinction between San Francisco and some other cities. Apparently, a lot of local leaders in San Francisco approached the administration and said, we can do this on our own, we can do it a better way. There's now reporting that New York City will make a similar appeal. What do you know about that?
Well, I can tell you that President Trump and me talked about San Francisco, and I actually spoke to the mayor of San Francisco, and he goes, look, let my law enforcement, my leadership, let us see what we can do within our own government agencies here, and give us a chance. And you know what? He stepped up, and much of his law enforcement is doing the right thing. Even though they're sanctuary city, they're taking some actions against the worst of the worst. We'll see it, we'll monitor it, and as I talk to the president, we'll monitor the success. If we think we need to go in, then we'll have a discussion about going in. But New York City, I plan on being in New York City in the near future. We're going to do operations in New York City. We know in New York City, me and Mayor Adams at one point had an agreement to let ICE into Rikers Island so we can arrest the public safety threats and the safety and security of that facility. But the city council shut it down. So we're going to be coming to New York City. We're already there now. I mean, teams are there now. But we will increase the enforcement presence in New York City, again, because they're a sanctuary city, and we know we have an issue there with public safety threats.
You know you got an issue, especially when you got situations like this going on with this fool right here running around. Check this out, you guys. We just found out what this dude did in Texas. Now, they talked about Texas and how they went out there and they're trying to get things taken care of. Watch what this 17-year-old illegal immigrant was arrested for just now. Watch this right here. And you guys tell me if y'all don't think that he need to be taken off the street. Let me open up this screen real quick.
So you've got this, a 17-year-old man arrested in Texas for allegedly attacking a woman with a hammer as that woman was jogging. We're now learning he's in the country illegally on an expired visa. In Plano, Texas, Brooke Taylor has the story now. Brooke, hello.
Hi, Bill. Yeah, this is a busy and popular park. Already this morning, we've seen several people out alone on walks. Police say that a woman was on a jog when a man attacked her with a hammer. This all happened on Thursday around 5 p.m. The details here, they're disturbing. Plano police tell us the woman was hit in the head with the hammer several times. She managed to fight the man off and he ran away. 4 hours later, police had a suspect in custody. They arrested 17-year-old Sergio Noe de Nova Duerte, an illegal migrant from Mexico. According to DHS, he came in on a tourist visa, and then in March of 2024, he was arrested for burglary and larceny. He was arrested under the Biden administration and was released back into the community with a notice to appear. Now, the woman was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, but police say it could have been a lot worse because duct tape was found at the scene. Many people in this area are on high alert right now, looking out for one another.
We should walk alone, right? I mean, there's always 2 of us or 3, and we know lots of people that are out here. So if we see somebody we don't know, then we avoid that area.
And the suspect is charged with kidnapping with bodily injury, and ICE has launched a detainer against him. I reached out to DHS, Bill. They just sent us this statement a few moments ago saying, quote, this criminal illegal alien should have never been loose in our communities to attack this woman jogging in a park with a hammer.
Wow.
Bill.
This is fucking crazy. You see what I'm saying? The people, oh, why you detaining them? Why are you sending them back? Why are you doing that? People like this is what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about abuela. I ain't talking about your auntie. I'm not talking about the people in the kitchen that's being a good, doing work that a lot of people don't want to do. Talking about getting rid of more people like this. And how do you know that they're here? They probably doing construction jobs and stuff like that to try to lay low because they ain't doing nothing else. do your boy a favor and double tap that screen because we really need to get more stories like this out. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. We're on the #1 show right now from the 6 o'clock till we finish our with the #1 chat. Y'all see how we get down. Don't get too crazy because you see how the mods get. Don't play with your boy. Come on now, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up to make those ends justify what the means. That actually gets more people up here. How? Because YouTube sends a notification up when you send those likes out. And then the notification says, people say, hey, what's going on over there? Boop, they come over, and then you look in the comments and it says, what's going on over here? And you just let me razzle dazzle and do my thing from there. And now they get some more information. That's how we do it. Full circle, everybody's happy. Like I said, I ain't trying to hit your pockets because I know it's hot out there for a pimp. Got a little bit of Bustelo in the kitchen, so I'm straight. Actually, can't wait to make a cup. But we got to get on over, since we're talking about food and condiments and coffees and things like that, let's get on over to some consumer briefs. For more expensive holiday season this year, it's going to be a little more expensive now with yams. Certain prices have gone up. Anybody interested in knowing what's going to go on? Let's hear it right now. Got some information. We don't have the actual Walmart report, but here go the real report.
The holidays are right around the corner, and for many consumers, the cost of celebrating will be higher this year. One survey showing a basket of 17 popular Thanksgiving items in New York is up from about $135 last year to $158 this year. The report also finding some sharp individual spikes, yam prices jumping a whopping 188%. Other parts of the country are seeing prices on par or slightly lower than last year, as retailers like Target and Kroger lower prices on specific food items.
They messing with the sweet potato pie, y'all. The yams. They messing with the yams, the candy yams. 188%. Oh, Lord, I'm about to get a farm going in my back. I don't know. One of them rooms, I'm about to dig a hole and put some seeds in the ground.
Inflation and tariffs have driven up the cost on some everyday items. The White House now moving to ease some of that pressure.
From an economic standpoint, our prices are coming down very substantially on groceries and things.
The president cutting back his tariffs on more than 200 goods, from coffee and beef to bananas.
The prices will go down, of course, but because the tariffs have been taken off. Right, well, and because the supply of the goods into the U.S. is going to increase.
But these high prices are not limited to the grocery store. The cost of holiday shopping also feeling that pinch this year. Some business owners say steeper tariffs are raising their costs, giving them less room to roll out Black Friday sales. And if you're buying an artificial Christmas tree, expect to pay more this year. Up to 15% more.
Damn.
Nearly all fake trees are imported from China, and tariffs are raising prices. The Treasury Secretary says Americans should begin to see relief from the administration's cost of living efforts early next year.
Americans are going to feel it in the first quarter, second quarter. I think 2026, thanks to President Trump's signature plans, is going to be a great year for working Americans, for the markets.
The tariff rollbacks could slightly lower costs, but some experts say that's up to retailers.
Yeah, you heard what she said. That's up to retailers. Because
robot.
what they're going to keep on doing is price gouging because we don't know. Oh, well, the price of this is this. The price of that, I'm telling you, they're getting us through the food, y'all. No matter how much money you make, you can sit down and, hey, can I get this, this, and this? Oh, yeah, that's going to be $65. And you're like, God damn. And if you take it home, you better cook it as soon as you get in the door because the banana going to turn brown. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Do not go get a whole bushel or six bananas because if you're trying to hold on to them for a couple of days, the next day they're going to start going brown. Then you have fruit flies in your house. What the hell is going on all of a sudden? Anybody here agree? How come bananas just turn ripe so fast? You might as well get them green now and just wait and let them turn ripe in your house. Because if you go get a yellow banana right now, you better only buy 1 or 2. Go to the store and buy the banana every day. Don't buy 6. I'm telling you like that now, because in 2 days, all them bananas going to be black. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with the bananas and the fruits, all this fake stuff. I bought some carrots. I can go like this with the carrot now. Like, yo, you're supposed to be a crunchy carrot. What the hell going on? All right, y'all, let's keep on moving forward. We got to go on over to Oakland, where this county restaurant man has lost his life. I don't even want to say it. And this man is in custody, and the friends and family are really heartbroken. You guys know what I'm talking about with the food right now. What's going on out here? I mean, I remember the Bugs Bunny days. What's up, Doc? Now you can't even get a crunch out of a carrot. What's going on?
Tragedy in Commerce Township. A restaurant manager is dead after a shooting outside a popular Commerce Township restaurant.
This is where that shooting happened around 9 o'clock last night on the patio of Prime 7 on Cooley Lake Road. And tonight, a Farmington Hills man is in custody.
They're taking this
Pamela
hard.
Osborne is live at the Oakland County Sheriff's Office with the very latest. Pamela, what are we learning about what led up to this shooting?
Well, we're actually here at the restaurant where all of this happened. You know, you mentioned there is that person who is in custody now, but still a lot of questions as to what happened. We've been here all of today, surprised by the number of people coming by, stopping to ask us what happened here when they learned that Franco, the family man, the father who managed this family restaurant, was killed here. They left devastated.
It's hard to talk. I'm sorry. Like myself. Like my brother.
Frank Jura is mourning the loss of his brother-in-law and manager, Franco Scambi, the very friendly face of Prime 7.
Franco was a family man. This was his pride and joy, was this restaurant, and we're all taking it very hard, that's for sure.
Alex Crawford says it was a slow night last night. She left earlier in the evening but returned after getting frantic phone calls from some of the staff.
My bartender that was working at the time, she was counting the register, getting ready to close like normal. She heard 2 shots and she ran and hid in the liquor room and grabbed her phone and called 911.
When deputies arrived, they found 44-year-old Franco outside on the patio with gunshot wounds.
Damn.
He was taken to the hospital where he later died.
He's very friendly with customers, very friendly with people, very friendly with everybody. And I was just like, I don't know, I can't believe it happened.
Oakland County Sheriff's deputies say 20 minutes after the shooting, a Farmington Hills man showed up at his local police department and turned himself in.
What?
A gun believed to be the murder weapon was recovered.
There's no reason to kill nobody.
People who know and loved Franco have found very little comfort in that.
I'm really at a loss for words. He was a great person. He had a great heart. He treated all of us here like family, and he for sure is going to be missed.
And that suspect, a 65-year-old man from Farmington Hills, actually turned himself into the police department. But again, we still have a lot of questions that have yet to be answered. Who is this suspect? What was his connection, if any, to Franco? And of course, why did this happen? Hopefully we'll learn more of that in the coming days. We're told that the prosecutor's office is going to be getting the notes from the investigators tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys, you know how we do over here. We're going to keep on following up on the story. Terrible, tragic event. As you can see, the family as well as the people that worked there loved him very much. And he was a very positive point on the community. Want to pray for strength for them as well as, calmness and peace. Amen, you guys. Terrible, tragic, terrible right there. We got to get on over to Russia real quick because now we got this very dangerous situation. You ever drive on the road and it's like black ice? I'm actually used to it because I'm here. I live in New York and we've been here for years. It's always cold and you have to be really careful about these thin sheets of ice that actually form on the top of the blacktop, on top of the road. You'll be riding and you try to slow down. Next thing you know, you're fishtailing. You got to know how to operate while you're driving on black ice. A lot of people don't know how to do it, so certain things like this happen. Especially, when you're going at high rates of speed. Really be careful about when you're driving on ice, guys. Check this out. So we got this icy chaos. Cars and trucks, they start to crash in massive Russian pileup. What you don't want to do is, if you wind up in the pileup, is get outside of your car. At a certain point, when you're in a pileup and things start hitting and all those cars start to hitting each other, you may as well stay inside of the car because the car is basically going to be your armor, depending on what's coming at you. Got to be honest with you. Because if you get out, worst case scenario, a car comes and you have less of a chance of making it. So that's why I want to show you guys things like this to try to get us more safety as well as regular understanding of trying to be preventative in certain areas. Double tap the screen and get the likes up, please. Now you seen that? You saw that, right? You saw that, right? Now, he's in the road like, get out, what we gonna do, what we gonna do? Now, he decides to get in her car instead of being on the road. Because now it's like a game of chicken. Of course, you better watch out, you better watch out.
Братан, нож выйти! Нож выйти! Выходи! Нож!
Now, there's parts of this video that I do not want to show because I do not want to get in trouble for the graphic nature of what I actually was coming up in there. And you guys, all I want to do now is pray for everybody that was actually hurt in that event, because there was a few people, and I want to pray for them to get through this tragic situation. And guess what? Yeah, I hope that we learn from what we just saw. Amen. Because yeah, I'm staying in the car. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to just stay in the car. Oh man, another one. Let's get on over to Nigeria. We got to get this story out. We really have to get this out. This is something that actually that a lot of people are not talking about, but I really think that we need to start talking more about Nigeria, you guys. We have to. We really have to get the story out about what's going on out there. Doesn't matter the religion, and it does not matter the race of the people. Even though I'm not Nigerian, I'm a black man, I still think that these stories need to get out, especially when it's something like this. This must stop. There's 25 girls that were kidnapped yesterday, and the government, and they were in school. 25 girls that were kidnapped in Nigeria yesterday, and they have no idea where they've been taken to or what's going on. So it just doesn't make sense, and it's time for it to stop.
Police say at least 25 female students are missing after gunmen stormed a boarding school in Nigeria. Officials say the vice principal is dead after the ambush and abduction. Now authorities are trying to find the girl and figure out who's responsible. ABC's foreign correspondent Marcus Moore has the details on that. Hi, Marcus.
So the assistant principal was trying to protect him, and he lost his life.
Diane, there is an urgent search and rescue operation underway in Nigeria as I speak to you now. Local police, along with members of the country's military, are looking for the 25 girls who were abducted from their dorm rooms in Kebbi State. That's in the northwestern part of Nigeria. According to police, armed bandits stormed the government-funded secondary school at around 4 o'clock in the morning. The assistant principal was shot and killed. Another staffer, we understand, suffered injuries. Authorities say the bandits scaled the fencing around that school and that the abduction was well underway by the time emergency responders arrived there. According to initial reports, the bandits fired sporadically inside the school before the gunmen escaped with the children to an unknown destination. And at this point, no group has claimed responsibility for this. Now, this most recent kidnapping follows a string of mass abductions in parts of Nigeria.
Right.
You may recall the infamous kidnapping of 276 schoolgirls from their school back in 2014. The militant group Boko Haram carried out that abduction, and more than a decade later, 82 of those girls are still missing. In fact, according to the United Nations, at least 1,400 children have been abducted from their schools since that incident. And experts say some of them have been taken for ransom, forced marriages, or human trafficking, as well as for prisoner exchanges. And so this is an ongoing issue that officials in Nigeria are under increasing pressure to address. Of course, Diane, right now, there's grave concern for those 25 girls who were abducted on Monday.
Oh, man, then you hear the other numbers and you're like, wait, 25, that's less than a 114. And oh boy, yeah, something has to happen. Something has to happen about this. Whoever's claiming responsibility, I mean, that's just, I'm gonna say it, that's straight savagery. It's savagery. That's what that is, and we do not condone that. Time to do it, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. I think we need to send the military in, find those people that's doing it, and finish them. Period. Call me what you want. Call me what you want. Finish them. Find them and finish them. Let's keep on moving forward right now, because David, David. Yeah, David, guess what? They looking for you. Yeah, singer David has been considered a suspect. Yeah, he's been considered a suspect in Celeste Reva's loss of life, you guys. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
After months of speculation, the singer known as David is now considered a suspect in the death of a 14-year-old girl whose body was found in the trunk of his Tesla.
Celeste Rivas Hernandez was reported missing a year ago. Her decomposing body was discovered in September. Sandra Mitchell live in Hollywood with the latest on what we are learning about the shocking case. Sandra.
Micah, there are big developments tonight. It looks like investigators could finally be close to an arrest in this case. Separately, I talked to a former LAPD detective who explained to me what's going on behind the scenes.
This is crazy. You guys do me a favor and double tap that screen and get those likes up so we can get more people over here, let them know what we got going on. Have you not become a member already? Come on, become a member. Hit that subscription bell. Hit that subscription right there. Double tap that screen right there to get those likes up, you guys, so many more people can know what we got going on. Come on, let's get those numbers up over there. You can do better than that, especially if you like the show. Gonna keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. Thank you.
10 weeks after her mutilated body was found in the trunk of his Tesla. Tonight, KTLA confirms singer David is a suspect in the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
They're taking one piece of evidence to finally build it so they could say, aha, here's our killer.
Moses Castillo is a retired LAPD detective. He says it appears investigators are closing in on the 20-year-old David Anthony Burke. LAPD declined to comment tonight, telling KTLA only that it is, quote, an ongoing investigation. Castillo says naming David could convince others to cooperate with investigators.
It's a horrible crime, and I think we're trying to encourage somebody to come forward. There is somebody out there that knows something in more specific, more details.
Legal analyst Allison Treasel,
today was a big day,
says detectives could be close to an arrest.
It means that they have gathered enough evidence to believe that that person is somehow linked to a crime.
The body of the Lake Elsinore teen was found September 8th in the front trunk of David's Tesla. It was on 4 at the time, but police now believe Hernandez was killed last spring. The medical examiner reported she'd been dead for an extended period of time. And tonight, it is likely LAPD has David under surveillance.
I believe that the LAPD is monitoring him. They're watching him, and maybe again, this was a strategy to stir the pot again, get some activity going, see who he calls, see who he's making contact, see where he visits, where he goes, and take it from there.
By the way, Moses Castillo is now a private investigator. He is not involved in this case, but separately, I've been told it's likely that the district attorney here in Los Angeles County has been working closely with detectives from the very beginning of this case and likely is telling them exactly what evidence they need to go forward with charges in this case.
I'm just telling you like this. They found out that he was registered to the car. This car was registered to him. So how is it not going to be him responsible for the situation going on? Pretty crazy right there. I bet y'all think it's over, right? Y'all ain't going to believe this one right here. 89-year-old lady. She's been charged with hit and run and striking of a 9-year-old. Little girl flipped up on top of this lady's car. And she kept on going. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. That's why some people don't even need to have a license.
An 89-year-old woman is facing felony charges after police say she hit a 9-year-old girl in a crosswalk and kept driving.
The charges stem from an incident in Cudahy late last month, right outside J.E. Jones Elementary School. 12 News' Nick Board joining us live in the area tonight. And Nick, you just spoke with the suspected driver.
All right, she told me that it was an accident, the incident that happened here late last month in which the 9-year-old girl was struck here in this sidewalk. She says she never saw the girl despite the fact that she went over the hood, smacking into the windshield and breaking it, even leaving a handprint behind.
Jesus Christ.
Cudahy police body camera footage shows 9-year-old Lindsay Lamberg in the street on her back, suffering from a head injury.
They took off like that, I don't know.
Witnesses said a car hit the girl as she crossed the street with the help of a crossing guard October 28th.
All of a sudden I seen a shoe flying, a cup flying, and I seen a white Toyota mid-sized car.
Police tracked the car to nearby St. Luke's South Shore Hospital and found the suspected driver, 89-year-old Darlene Adam, walking out.
Hi, I'm Corporal Steckline. I'm with the Cudahy Police Department. Why don't you come this way? Come here for a minute. You're Darlene?
Yes.
How we doing, Darlene?
Okay.
In a police interview, Adam said she thought she hit a rock or construction barrel.
The rocker barrel that you thought wasn't, like I said before, it was actually a child.
Really?
So you struck a child in a crosswalk.
Really?
I spoke with Adam Monday afternoon. Through her door, she told me it was an accident. She never saw the girl and won't be driving again.
There you go, but you should have been doing that a little earlier, Grandma. I see people in the comments saying the same thing. Grandma, might be time for you to hang up your keys and give that license up. Older people, I understand you guys might want to drive, but y'all might need to be patches of princesses and kings right now, y'all. Double tap that screen because we also want to pray for that little girl that got hit by the car. Hopefully that she gets 100% recovery and that her head injury heals up. We want to pray for her family as well as her mother and parents that must be so distraught right now. We ask for that today. Amen, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Also, we want to pray for the old lady because she doesn't even know what she did. Hopefully that's the truth about her story. Amen. Keep on moving forward now because we got this phone call that's coming in from whoever left. They're going to feel it right now. Because we got an exclusive phone call that came from Jeffrey Epstein's brother. He's fearful. He accuses the FB, you-know-who, Kash Patel, of a cover-up. Go ahead and double tap that screen if you guys appreciate this content. We're about to get into it, y'all. It ain't over. I told you we got a lot. We got a lot to get into. Let's go.
Mark, I explained to people that you want to keep it on the phone because you're afraid of what's been done and threatened to...
Now, this is Jeffrey Epstein's brother. I know you guys can give me a like for this. Come on now, get those likes up. Go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Come on now. If you ain't go ahead and become a member, that's the perfect time to do it right now. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Let's get into this news. Let's go.
For you and your family, so I appreciate you sticking your head up to have this conversation.
That's okay. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Mark, just, easy suggestion. This back and forth with Jeffrey, where he tells you that Bannon is with him, and you say, oh, great, ask him if Putin still has photos of Donnie T, I'm assuming President Trump, with blowing, which we all know what that means, Bubba.
Let me stop you here. I'm not discussing that email. This is a private email between Jeffrey and myself. It's two brothers talking. It's nobody's business what we wrote. The only thing I responded to is because people got crazy with the Bubba reference and they tried to pin it on Clinton. So I made a public statement that it was not any reference to Bill Clinton. I like Bill Clinton, and I'm sorry for him that he had to go through that. That the email had nothing to do with Clinton, and that's my last word on that email. What I do want to talk about is I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things and the reason for the flip is that they're sanitizing these files. There's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out. That's what I was told by a pretty good source. And my main focus...
Look, do you believe that? Do you believe... Hold on, Mark, hold on a second. Two things. One...
Well, I believe that,
if you don't want to talk about it,
I don't have.
All right, I obviously you believe it. You just said it, but all right. But Mark, hold on a second. Let me ask you a question.
Jeffrey did not commit suicide. That's my focus. I don't care about the files. Jeffrey's dead. So I don't care of the implications of the files. That's other people's problems. My brother did not commit suicide, and we're finding more information to prove that he didn't commit suicide. So the question becomes, who killed him? Or who had him killed?
You hear what he's saying now, right? He said he don't care about the files. This is Jeffrey Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, on the phone. He don't care about the Epstein files. That's him. That's how he feels about it. We do. He cares about how his brother was taken out, and he's saying that it wasn't, what they calling it. He's saying it was somebody that pushed a button for it to happen. How many people here agree with the fact that his brother is a little skeptical? I honestly have to say, I think he's right. I don't think it had nothing to do with suicide. I think, somebody had something to do with it. If you believe that, you guys, let me get a thumbs up. If you think that it had something to do with it didn't have to do with that, and it was like how they reporting, give me a thumbs down. If you think the reporting is correct, thumbs down. If you think that the reporting is incorrect and they basically did do something and he did get, thumbs up, you guys. Everybody thinks it's a thumbs up over here when it comes down to Jeffrey Epstein. Well,
Bill Barr is key to his cover. He's come up with so much bullshit, okay, and lies, demonstrable, provable lies, okay, that either he's covering it up or he's stupid. What?
All right. So
one thing at a time. We've discussed the fact that you don't think your brother killed himself
There you go.
on the Chris
Everybody
Cuomo
don't think
project
he
on my
did it.
podcast. People can go check out that conversation. You know, the head of the FBI and his number two, both of who used to suggest exactly what you are, says now that they've looked at everything, there is no proof that it was anything but suicide. Cash
Stop
Patel,
right there.
Dan
Stop
Bongino.
right there. Stop right there. They didn't look at anything. There was never a homicide-capable investigation done. They called it a suicide early on to stop the investigation. If you read the DOJ report, it's all about the screw-ups in the jails. Cameras not working, guards not doing their job. It doesn't address the issue.
They didn't take the picture of the crime scene and stuff like that. They're trying to say that he had a little hole that he strung a piece of material through and did it there on the side of the bed. Couple of things.
Of the cause of his death, and was misrepresented as a suicide because they didn't want to investigate. And more information.
So you're accusing the head of the FBI in this administration of a cover-up?
Absolutely. He said, he was the one who said in his testimony, you know it's suicide when you see one. I had to laugh. How many suicides has that jackass seen?
Ooh. Oh my, yo, he went in on them just now, boy, yo. He said like, yo, how many suicides has that jackass ever seen? Mostly people got the thumbs up and they don't believe that it was a suicide. We got to keep on going over to the Congo. I want you guys to see this double disaster in the Congo where a plane crashes on the way to a mine collapse. Matter of fact, the plane made the mine collapse. Check this out right here. You're probably only going to see this. Close those screens in because it's about to look like ants running. These are not ants. This is not an ant hill. This is not an ant farm. These are people. These are people working in a mine. And that's the top of the mine that gets struck by a plane. Check out what happens. You're going to start seeing them all try to run out of that shaft right there. A double disaster in the Congo where a plane crashes on the way to deadly mine collapse.
Inaanza kwa na ministre wa mine national. Ministre wa mine national ndio anafanya accident inafa crash paka pasa sa avion yo ile.
That's jet fuel right there. I hope that nobody got hurt in that tragic event right there. And I hope those people made it out of that mine because, boy, did that look like some ants and some dirt falling down. Go ahead and double tap that screen if you appreciate the content that you're seeing right now. We got to get on over to Washington because it ain't over. I told you we were going to stack the deck a different way today just to make sure you guys stay entertained. Are you not entertained? Let's go. We got to get on over here with Thomas Massey. Boebert and Macy were pressured into dropping out from the Epstein petition. Yes, you guys, they were trying to say that they were trying to be pressuring them to not stay into the on the petition.
I want to start by thanking the survivors. I mean, they're giving everybody hope in this country. There are survivors of other sex crimes in this country wondering if they should come forward. They're clouded with shame and concerned that law enforcement will do nothing. And these survivors have stepped forth, taking that same risk, worried that they will be defamed themselves. They have been defamed for stepping forward, but we're going to get justice for them. That's going to happen today in the People's House. The founders set up our government with 3 branches and 2 branches of Congress. And I don't think it's any coincidence that this fight is being started and it's being won in the House of Representatives. I have people, other survivors of other sex crimes, who come to me and say, thank you. You give me hope. You give us hope. There is hope here. We fought the president, the attorney general, the FBI director, the Speaker of the House, and the vice president to get this win. But they're on our side today, though. So let's give them some credit as well. They are finally on the side of justice. And as Rose said, don't muck it up in the Senate. Don't get too cute. We're all paying attention. If you want to add some additional protections for these survivors.
This is what our show is about today. Don't muck it up in the Senate, because just because you signed it to go to the Senate, don't mean that they won't be able to fuck it up.
Go for it. But if you do anything that prevents any disclosure, you are not for the people and you are not part of this effort. Do not muck it up in the Senate. So with that, I just want to say I am hopeful too. I didn't know that we would succeed when Roe and I started this effort. Most discharge petitions never make it, maybe only 4%. So we had long odds. But we had some brave women on the Republican side. My colleague Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of them, who's here with us today.
She looking at it like, yeah, but I done took some arrows for you, boy. Did I take some major arrows for you? And I don't even know what's a cometh. She over there, she was looking at him like this, like, yeah, this might be my last hoorah. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Jeff Bezos, who basically started his own AI company. You know, you got Elon out here trying to show out. You know, you got the guys over at NVIDIA trying to show out. So why not? Jeff Bezos started his own thing called, what is this? Prometheus? Let's go. Let's get into it.
Man, tonight on The Future of Everything, we're following the money in the AI arms race where pretty much every tech bajillionaire is betting big. There's this new startup entering the game in a big way with a name you already know. Jeff Bezos, the former Amazon chief, current Blue Origin CEO, launching Prometheus. And if you're rusty on your Greek mythology, Prometheus was the guy who stole fire, then gave it to humans, then ended up being eternally tortured. So we'll see what happens. But according to the New York Times, Bezos is helping bankroll this company's $6.2 billion in fundraising out of the gate, joining Silicon Valley's biggest names in what has become an all-out AI gold rush, something that he was asked about during Italy's Tech Week last month.
Everybody trying to get in the AI rush, y'all. Everybody trying to get into AI. That's the new craze right now.
Every experiment gets funded. Every company gets funded. The good ideas and the bad ideas.
What?
And investors have a hard time in the middle of this excitement distinguishing between the good ideas and the bad ideas.
That's a good analogy.
And so that's also probably happening today. But it doesn't mean that anything that's happening isn't real. Like, AI is real, and it is going to change every industry.
Whoa.
It will change every industry. It already is.
It already is, you guys. I used it yesterday to get me out of some trouble. Boy, I had to do some work, and I said, you know what? I've been trying to do it on this. Let me talk to ChatGPT real quick. I said, are you able to do a such and such and such and such and such and such? She was like, yeah, I can do that, Bugatti. I can figure it out for you, line it up, and have it all ready for you in the image. I said, you mean to tell me I've been pulling my hair out all day and I had it on my phone the whole time? 20 minutes later, boom! I said, can you do another one? Boom! Can you do another one? Boom! And I was ready to go. Try to use your ChatGPT for stuff. You will not believe what you can get accomplished. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be correct. It's like having a teacher in your pocket. Imagine if they had that for school. Be like, ChatGPT, what's the da-da-da-da-da-da of the da-da-da-da-da-da? Like, yeah, I can answer that question, teacher. Oh my God, it'd be crazy out here. So imagine that in a robot, where the robot's never wrong. Like Neo, you teach him how to do karate out of nowhere. Download jujitsu. Damn you! I told you, you killed my master, son of a bitch. Had them AI robots learning all types of stuff out here, just like they did in the Matrix. We got to get over to this escaped inmate who was caught and he was in a swamp. Oh my God, I got to give him props. This fool here ran and jumped in the swamp. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna try everything to get up out of here. I mean, they caught him. He said sorry, but I'm gonna give him for an E for effort, cause he really tried to get up out of there, boy. They had him on the officer's camera, dash cam. Escaped inmate from the Florida jail was captured in the swampy waters after a brief manhunt in November 16th. Check this out.
Hey, stop! Stop! 058 1012. Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the me see your hands.
This fool done turned into Swamp Thing. Like, fuck it, I'm trying my best to get away from y'all. He's an escaped inmate.
He's running back towards 675. Pants, gray shirt.
It says the Sumter County Sheriff official confirmed that 39-year-old Joseph Brown fled the Sumter County Detention Center while he was in the kitchen work detail. Now, let me tell you guys something right off the top. Just because his name is Joseph Brown don't mean that the brother's black. That's just that mud on his face from the swamp when they catch him. Don't get mad at him. It ain't dark. It ain't blackface. It's the mud. Leave him alone. He tried to get away. It said officers tracked Brown to a pond near the county road at 675, where he had tried to evade capture by hiding in the water. I ain't mad at you. Do what you gotta do, man. Shit, already locked up. Go for it. They be like, yo, what they had to do to get you back? Man, listen, them niggas on my ass like crazy. I jumped in the damn swamp. Well, that's why you came in here smelling like that? Shit, I'd rather be smelling like that trying to get away than smelling rosy red getting this motherfucker straight up and down. You better have a better story coming back.
Where'd he go? He's running.
Any of you guys ever see Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence? Well, how far did you get? I got up to the state line. You know, Martin just kept on trying to get away.
He's running towards this body of water, this pond. Get out of the water.
Get out of the water? Come on in here and get me.
He is in the pond at the corner of this Southwest Road and 675. Have units stop right there.
He giving up now. He said, I'm sorry. Now they got me. I'm sorry. They got helicopters and all that. All right, y'all got me. Y'all got me.
Here. Right there. Come out.
I'm taking your word for it. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Turn around.
Boy, looking like he jumped in a cup of sea moss.
Come on. Y'all got me? I'm sorry. Okay, come on. Turn around.
Look at his face here, Mike. I'm telling you, he look black right now. Something green or something Aquaman face. He look just like Swamp Thing right now.
Backwards. Backwards to me. I got you. Put your hands on your back.
You know what next, y'all? Watch your head, but I don't want to put him in my car. Can we put him in some kind of other car? Because I don't want my car smelling like Swamp Thing juice for the rest of the week. I'm going to have to go hose the back of my patrol car out if I was the police officer. Y'all do me a favor. Yeah, this was crazy, right? Double tap that screen. Let's get them likes up. Was that Florida? Where was that, Florida? I have no idea. I think that was in Florida. They said something. I think they said Florida. Yeah, that's what they said, Florida. Crazy right there. We got to get on over now. I'm skipping that whack story. We're going to get over. Nah, we ain't doing that neither. We not doing that one neither. We're going to keep it on the fun. Ain't no fun over here. Oh, okay. I'm a little late with this story if you guys don't mind. You know, YouTuber Jack Doherty was arrested in Miami on D-Rug related charges. D-Rug related charges. Man, listen, some people when they get money, they don't know how to act. I know I'd be real different if I had some money. I'm going to tell you how the truth. First thing I'm going to do is go get me a sanctuary. We're going to start saving all of the pit bulls. And then whoever want to come with me, y'all can come on. We're going to be partners in saving dogs and saving animals. Y'all can bring all the other sorts of animals that you guys want to save. Because that's all I want to do. I want to save the animals. That's all I care about. Because they ain't got no pockets. Can't save people, but you can save the animals. Let's keep on going, you guys, to this story right here about Jack Doherty, who was arrested in Miami on these D-Rug related charges. He went a little extra, I guess, probably to get some demo, but they go for it sometimes.
A popular YouTuber is facing serious charges this morning.
Okay, let's go. Come on. What you got for me?
After police in Florida say he blocked traffic to film content and was caught with drugs. Officers say 22-year-old Jack Doherty, who you see there, was arrested yesterday in Miami Beach after stepping into the middle of the road to record a video, refusing repeated commands to get out of the street. Police say when they took him into custody, they found a partial amphetamine pill and several hand-rolled marijuana cigarettes on him.
Man, you got some terrible audio going on there, bro. If I tried to help you out to get you some help, KHOU, K Houston, y'all got to get better with that. That basically was Jack Dougherty. When they arrested him, they found one pill in his pocket, a couple of pre-rolled joints or whatever like that. He started acting crazy. He got a little bit, I think he gave him a slap on the wrist with a, what they call that, a ROI. That's when you get released on your own recognizances or whatever like that. Not a big deal. Want to keep on moving forward right now. We got much more stories to get you guys going with. What we got over? I'm just trying to find the good stuff. Okay, let's go there. Now, what y'all want to do? You want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the bins with the spoilers, on the low from the Jakes and the Taurus. I'm trying to get my hands on some grants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal with 3-course meal, the spaghetti, fettuccine, and veal. Oh yeah, y'all ain't know your boy knew that joint right there, right? Let's keep on moving forward. We got some information with your boy Sean Diddy Combs, who's facing the number 6-year-old assault allegations.
Welcome back to ABC News Live reports. Sean Diddy Combs is facing new sexual assault allegations. The LA Sheriff's Department says that it's investigating a report from an alleged victim in Florida. That alleged victim has identified himself as music producer Jonathan Hay in social media posts that have since been removed. A spokesperson for Combs has not responded to ABC News' request for comment. Combs is currently serving a federal prison sentence after he was convicted of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer for more on this.
Now, do you guys think they're trying to kick him while he's down, or do you guys think that this story might have some merit?
So, Brian, this accuser says he's already listed as John Doe. And
he is the accuser. I guess the baby oil saga is not yet done.
A civil case against Combs. So talk about how that could impact this investigation now that he's also has identified himself too.
Yeah, so the only impact that I can see on this investigation will now be that law enforcement will know who to speak with. But he already reached out to law enforcement in Florida that's been working in conjunction with LA where the alleged crime has occurred. And so the impact of him making notice that he also has a civil case doesn't really affect one or the other. If anything, it affects the potential civil case, because with a typical civil case, you just have the lawyers doing the investigation. Now you have the full force and power of the LAPD doing part of the investigation, and their criminal investigation could help create more information that he could go forward in a civil case.
So CJ Wallace, the son of rapper Notorious B.I.G., filed a countersuit against Hay. Hay claims that Wallace and Combs took part in an alleged assault in 2021.
What?
Wallace calls Hay's allegations a, quote, calculated smear campaign. Talk to us how that kind of factors.
So they're saying Biggie's small son and P. Diddy got something to do with this situation, y'all?
Into this case.
Yeah, so here you have a cross-complaint from a civil matter where you have an original case where Hay is saying that not only Sean Combs, but CJ Wallace, the son of Notorious B.I.G., was a part of these sexual allegations. In terms of them going back and forth, you'll see a cross-complaint in the sense of filing for damages for either claim. You'll go through the typical process of sitting down for depositions, accounting for discovery that may come about. But because Sean Combs has been tried for a federal crime, is currently now in Fort Dix, New Jersey, serving a 15-month sentence. This civil lawsuit, along with many others, have been on pause. And so these countersuits and original suit may just sit in limbo for some time.
Hell with a countersuit. Where the hell you get my suit? Nah, it's not the same suit, y'all. Let me tell you why. You guys can see my lapels are different, and they got 2 lines on his. Mine don't have that. I'm going to say one other thing. I've been rocking with Homeboy since the trial. I've actually went down there. I'm going to put it like this. I don't know where he gets his suits from, but it's time for him to get some more. Because I've been seeing him rock that suit like crazy. We used to call it back in the day, the running man. It's not the dance. We used to be like, damn, how many times you gonna run that suit? You gonna keep on running that damn thing? Every time we see you, you got that damn thing on. That must be your uniform. I'm gonna be honest with you. He got tired of wearing a tie, because every time I see him before, he was wearing a tie. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna try to switch it up today. I'm gonna take the tie off. So yes, the colors are the same, but it's a total different suit and a maraschino cherry on top of that. I think your stylists need to get you some more damn suits besides the story we're talking about. Let's keep on moving forward. And y'all already know I'm stacked up with suits. We just happen to have on the colors, the same color today. I can go put a purple one on, whatever the case may be. Just happens to be a coincidence. You know I don't lie. No reason to. What you gonna do, jump out the screen and beat me up?
Right. So, okay, just talk to us a little bit about that 101 on the basics of these cases. Combs is facing multiple civil cases. How's the burden of proof different in a criminal trial compared to a civil trial?
So the criminal trial, you've probably heard it on a lot of like TV shows. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt, amount of information that a regular, ordinary person with the duty of being on a jury would consider to be appropriate or important to determining whether or not a person had done something.
So you're basically trying to say Diddy might have another case that we're going to be paying attention to and looking into moving forward. Me and my people don't want to hear all that. The same way I'm tired of seeing that suit. And I think you need to probably get at me because I know you're probably making some good money. And ain't nowhere in the world Fox ain't being able to provide you with no good suits. If you need some help, my man, all you got to do is hit up Medusa USA LLC. We're a marketing company. We do product placement as well. Thank you. We'll probably be able to get you some more demo because I'm only on YouTube. You're on a tube. And you serious? Stop it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I got some fun for you now. I'm tired of all the BS. I'm tired of all the hoopla going back and forth. It's time for some fun. I don't care if y'all want to see Epstein. I don't care if y'all want to see anything else. I want to see some fun. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this time to have some fun and watch some animals just do some crazy stuff. Y'all want to watch with me? Come on, let's do that real quick. All that other drama going on. Let's get to the innocent pets that we know and love so much. Here we have a beautiful Rottweiler getting his nails done. And he doesn't look too happy. Give a big shout out right now to Matthew Felty 3340. Thank you so much. You had me rolling yesterday with the dub movie jokes yesterday and couldn't SC have a great day. Y'all know how we do it. Come on, South Carolina shout out. And also, y'all know how we do it over here. Sometimes you have to make fun of life. Let's keep going, y'all. Fun. You see those eyes?
There you go.
Parkour! Oh. Parkour! Parkour!
They say if it works, it ain't stupid, but that guy works. He's pretty fucking stupid.
Huh? Y'all know how we do over here. We love animals, and that's why we always represent fun, because they ain't got no pockets. They ain't you gotta worry about them stealing nothing from you. And they always fun, and they always care about you, and they always there for you. Especially when that little dog is waiting for you when you come home, and that dog is like, mommy home, daddy home. Y'all know there's no feeling like that. Y'all be like, your friends be like, y'all want to go out tonight? You be like, I gotta go home and feed my dog. Then once you get to your dog, you be like, you know what? I'm staying home, because there's no love like that of a pet. You guys know what I'm talking about. If y'all appreciate the content that y'all got today from Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Go ahead and hit that membership and hit that subscription right there to get those notifications out, and hit that bell right there so you know when we're on. Also, guess what? If you're trying to make some money, hit that link in the description, and today you'll be able to make up to $550 off of surveys. And you'll make some money, and I'll make some money too. That's right, you guys. That's how we do it around here. Y'all know we don't play around. And you know what we got coming up next? But I'm going to say the other thing. I want you guys to get some promotions going on. Anybody have a business here? Do you do taxes? Are you trying to do some landscaping? I don't know what you do. You're a chef. If you're trying to get your business out there, we're trying to help you by promoting your business. All you got to do is send over your promo in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. We're going to put it up in the post notification area so everybody here can see your business and what you got going on. Also, you know, when I go to the side like that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up this 4-pack of Big Drip Hard Punch, and then I'm going to show you guys this poster, because this poster always shows what we got going on, which is the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're bringing to New York, the city part of New York. That's right, the 5 boroughs, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. We give a location. You pull up, no matter what your talent is. If you're good, boom! One person from each location will receive $250. That's right, you guys. In times like this, we're giving it back to the people that deserve it. And guess what? Once we go through all 5 boroughs and find all 5 winners, we're going to bring everybody together in a location in Manhattan where, guess what? One person or a group will win $1,000 on top of that $250 that they already won. All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. You guys see that right there, right? 2 G's, 2 P's, BIGGDRIPP. That's right. You go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Put your link, your email in the mailing list, and that's it. We're going to keep on giving you notifications. You guys are going to know where we're going to be at. Myself and my DJ. That's my DJ, formerly Black Ink Crew, Don Dada, DJ Don Dada. That's right, that's my DJ. We're always turning up. You got to be 21 and older, because Big Drip is an alcohol product. So you got to be 21 in order to be a part of it. Most of the time when we do the in-stores, they're at locations that serve alcohol. And drink responsibly if you do drink alcohol. And if you drink, ask for Big Drip. It's the #1 drink in the can. I'm telling you right now, cut water, all that other crap, ain't messing with it. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, I could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I love to send my family out of here with prayers. People like Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice, Mark Dorfman. Also, Casey Ramos, my brother. God bless you, bro. Hope you're doing good this week. Always. Who else we got up in here in the building this morning? Jay Cricket, 2556, Batty Lynn, Chris Davis, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Who else we got up in the building this morning that we got to send these prayers out for? That's right, Ice Acabo Official. Thank you so much. God bless you. Who else we got up in here this morning? That's right, Only in the Hood 2243. That's right, Mrs. Fields, Casey Ramos, Sam Champion, Timekeeper, Eddie Casanova. That's right, Nell Tell 3322. Every single person that's in here in the building want to send you guys out with a great coverage of love and respect. Hope the Lord blesses you today as he continues to keep you moving and covering us the way that he always does. I ask that today. Amen. That's right, you guys. It's Wednesday. Go outside and turn up. Don't worry about the weather. Problems present opportunities. Do me a favor right now. Follow me in the human form. Not on the digital. Don't even do it on the screen. Follow me in the human form right now. So all I'm trying to ask you to do is one thing. On the count of 3, just do what I do. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. See that right there? Smile. Makes you feel good. Chest, stomach all clear. And it's something that's free. And you can do it anytime you want. Cheat yourself sometimes. Somebody get on your nerves. Are you crazy? No, you just ain't worth it. That's what I'm talking about. It's about your sanity. It's about staying safe. And it's about being healthy, you guys. Your boy Bugatti out here. Y'all know I love you. It ain't no joke. Can't do it without you. Every day you guys make my day better. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you. The #1 show. That's right, on YouTube with the #1 host. I got to give myself props, but the #1 co-host as well. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is. Thursday, 6 a.m. right here. We're going to do it again. But y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you all. Let's get it. Get 'em! Peace.